Hello, my name is Yevgeny Semyonov, and today we will perform maintenance on this boiler. For this, we will need a screwdriver, preferably with an electric drive, a pair of adjustable pliers, a multimeter, a micromanometer, and a soapy solution under pressure. If you don't have it, you can use a sponge and soap, as well as a compressor and a vacuum cleaner. The first, and probably the most important task during the boiler maintenance is visual inspection of the boiler room. What should we check? Do the buttons on the front panel respond? Are there any unusual noises during the ignition and operation? The boiler, is the connection done correctly? The boiler, is the gas safety system working? Is the exhaust system present and functioning properly in the boiler room? After that, we proceed to soap the threaded connections that fall within your area of responsibility. We switch the boiler to off mode. We wait a few seconds and then disconnect it from the power supply. We proceed to disassemble the boiler. If there are any contaminants, it's necessary to blow out the burner and remove all foreign deposits. If necessary, we will clean the primary heat exchanger. If we have wall boiling, it is strongly recommended to chemically clean the heat exchanger. As a rule, it happens for an additional fee. We dismantle the burner. We use a vacuum cleaner to remove insects, dust, and dirt. Using a brush and a vacuum cleaner, we clean the primary heat exchanger. Instead of a brush, you can use a compressor with compressed air. We check the cleanliness of the gas burner channel. We check the gap and cleanliness of the ignition electrode. If necessary, we clean it using felt material. After that, we blow out all the channels of the gas burner from both sides. We disconnect and dismantle the exhaust fan. We check the cleanliness of the impeller. In our case, it is contaminated. Cleaning is necessary. You can clean the impeller using a brush with a compressor or under a stream of water. But if you are cleaning with a water jet, don't forget, water should not get on the bearing or the electrical parts. Once we've confirmed everything is clean, we proceed to reassemble. To check the pressure in the expansion tank, you need to shut off the heating system and release the pressure inside the boiler to 0. We pump the expansion tank to 20% less than the calculated pressure. In our case, it is atmosphere. After that, we open the valves of the heating system. We measure the static gas pressure. To do this, we loosen it, the screw on the fitting. We connect the micromanometer to the fitting. After that, we open the gas supply and take a measurement. In our case, the static pressure is about 24-25 millibars. The normal operating mode of the boiler will be achieved if the incoming pressure is no lower than millibars. We connect the boiler to the power supply and check the phase alignment. To check the phase, we switch the boiler to the heating system mode and perform the measurement between the boiler casing and the phase wire on the pump. In our case, it's 211 volts. That's not enough. It is strongly recommended to install a voltage stabilizer. Between the neutral and ground, there are about 5 volts, which is quite a lot. And it also leads to the recommendation to install a stabilizer. Voltage, we measure the minimum and maximum gas pressure. To do this, we loosen the upper fitting and connect a micromanometer to it. To measure the minimum power, you need to disconnect the power from the modulating coil. We have a pressure of about 2 MBAR, but it should be adjusted. To adjust it, you need to turn the plastic screw. Adjustment is necessary. To make adjustments, you need to turn the plastic screw. Counterclockwise decreases the pressure, while clockwise increases the pressure. To switch the boiler to maximum power on the Site Sigma 845 gas valves, you need to press the rod inside the plastic screw. The pressure should be 11 bar. It's a little bit lower. Now we will increase it. To increase the pressure, turn it clockwise. To decrease, turn counterclockwise. After adjusting the maximum pressure, we definitely check the minimum. In our case, it has gone away again. We are adjusting the pressure to MBAR again. We disconnect the micromanometer from the upper fitting. We close it and connect it to the lower fitting. We check the gas flow in dynamics at maximum power. The pressure does not drop below 20 MBAR, and that's very good. After taking the measurement, don't forget to close the fittings and connect the wires to the modulation coil. There is no dirt filter in this boiler room. It is installed in the heating station. Here, our work is finished and we are starting the complete assembly of the boiler. To clean the dirt filter in the heating station, we need to turn off the boiler. In the heating station, we have a backup electric boiler installed, an additional expansion tank. We have pre-filled it and a dirt filter. To clean the dirt filter, it's necessary to shut off the valves. In our case, we need to shut them off. 4 pieces unscrew the cap and clean the mesh of the dirt filter. There was quite a lot of dirt. After rinsing, we proceed to the reverse assembly. Upon returning to the boiler room, we switch the boiler to heating mode for the heating system. And that's all from me. Goodbye.